Today I'm spinning on some BFL fibers, and you see I'm working on the white BFL, and I recognize this is a fiber that spins quite finely. It's automatically going to be a thin yarn, and that's what it naturally does. I'm not saying you cannot spin it more thick, but this is how it automatically drafts. And yeah, I'm going for it. It will be beautiful. The BFL feels quite soft, and it has a nice staple length. It's really easy to spin, no problems at all. And I really enjoy spinning this fiber. As you just saw, I'm also spinning BFL, what is short for blue-faced Leicester. And I have this beautiful white that was from one of the packages of different colors. And this is the one I'm spinning up right now. It's 25 grams of white BFL. And because I really wanted to try BFL, I also got a gray shade. It's actually called brown, but I'm not sure if I would call that brown, like brownish gray maybe. I don't know. It's anyway a beautiful color. And I have 100 grams of this, and I really wanted to try it. And in the end, because I have a small amount of the white and a big amount of this brownish gray, I guess this will become some color work, potentially a hat or something, as these colors will go well together and have enough contrast to be a nice color work project. So, but why did I want to try BFL? Because I have used it in knitting before, and it is a soft wool that is also really durable. So it will not peel that easily and have a nice wear. So it seems like a good all-round wool. And let's say it like this. BFL is not the cheapest wool on the market. It is a bit more expensive, like for example than the textile wool that I spun in my first video here. But for this it is kind of uniform and predictable, what they say. So you can get a really consistent spinning, but also a consistent fiber and softness. So this fiber is known to be a long wool. It's a British long wool, and it is coming from the Leicester family. But in the Leicester family, it's one of the newer breeds. At the beginning of the 19th century, it was bred for the bluish tones of its fiber. So, as it is a newer wool, it's really made for the wool, I think. And as I said before, it spins really finely and it feels really fine and it feels super soft compared to a lot of the other fibers I had. And from what I read, especially for being a long wool, it is super soft and fine because it seems long wools tend to be rougher. I don't know, I don't have so much experience with it. It's the first long wool I ever spun, and I will find out soon. I'm not 100% sure what makes it a long wool because the staple length, according to the source where I got it from, is still like around 9 centimeters. And that is similar to, for example, the Shetland I spun. So not sure what makes the long wool because it doesn't feel like the staple length is much longer, but maybe I'm wrong with this. If anyone knows, please let me know. And yeah, I enjoy spinning it, and it will be probably fingering weight in the end. That's at least what I get. And I heard it is blending well with other fibers, and this will be something that I will try out because, as you know, I still have this Angora that needs to be blended with something in the long term, and I want to see what it blends the best with, and maybe it's this one, but you will see this probably in a different video. Okay, see you soon, guys. This is my final result of the BFL I spun. It was one of the 25 grams, and it turned out really, really nicely. It is totally next to skin soft, so I would totally order BFL again. I enjoyed the fiber, I enjoyed the spinning. It's nothing where it was like, yay, I have to spin it again. But I think in the overall comparison, it's really nice. You could wear this like everywhere. It's like, it's not the cheapest from the fibers I got, obviously, because of the softness. And I know it comes in different colors. I know they have a nice gray, like I also have gray to spin later. But for this video, I just do the test with this because the other one is not the next on my spinning list. But I totally would order this again, and I enjoyed it a lot. And you see, it turned out beautifully. It is more or less even. Everything so far I plied in a 3-ply, in a chain ply method. So they're easier to compare. And yeah, this is nice and lofty, and I really liked it. And yeah, let's see if I get it again in the future to make a bigger garment with it. I think this would be nice for like a sweater or something. I have knitted with BFL and mixed BFL fibers before, and no bad experience. I enjoyed them, but I have used it only for small pieces like hats so far. And yeah, let's see what I make with this, but it's much softer than a lot of the other ones I spun so far.